They enjoy a terrific home court advantage. They'll be facing India Rising. The Brown Ballers making their second appearance in TBT. And this is a ball club that is so eager, Robbie, for the opportunity to come together representing Indian origin players from all over the world.
Well, and playing for certainly their country and the ability to grow the game among Indian-born players. And I think you have to really respect that. It's something we don't see a ton in the United States, even though India is one of the biggest countries in the world in terms of population. And I just think their cause is tremendous and really cool to see them all out here playing in a great event here at the TBT.
You ever think about how crazy it is coming from the last 2 years to where we are now?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's refreshing to have a gym that has AC. It's refreshing to, you know, in Toronto, first year we were like taking an Uber.
We went to like 7 different gyms basically all over the city,
like
hours away.
Like a 2-hour drive for
Yeah.
a practice that's like 30 minutes.
Made no sense.
Now we got this like 5-minute walk.
Yeah, we've come a far. It sounds weird to say it, like it's only our 3rd year, but I do feel like we've come a long way. Again, from the progress from year 1, but basically just putting it together.
Yeah.
To year 2 evolving, now to year 3 having, like you said, we got a hotel, we got a sponsor, we have a brand new beautiful gym. Things are a lot different.
SPIRE's done a good job. SPIRE's, I mean, it's really awesome what they've set up for us. I think you just hear it with the guys too. All the guys are getting hype bees. They're like, what?
Yeah.
24/7 gym access, just like 5 minutes away is good.
Yeah.
So.
We got gym access, pool access, we got food, we got strength and conditioning, we got physio rooms, we got an insane hotel. Like we have everything that we've never had in past years that sets us up for our first ever, in my opinion, like proper training camp.
Yeah.
Right?
Although the time never feels like it's enough time.
It never feels like
like
enough time.
2-3 days here, you finally get here, and it's like I wish we had
now that I see
like a
this,
week or something.
I wish we had like a month here, so we could like just lock in, but it's not possible.
Because Red Rose has been doing this for 7 days.
Yeah.
And like all the other TBT teams that are local, like doing longer training camps.
The tricky part about us is
we're never local.
We got guys, Toronto, all over the world coming to play with us, so it makes it tricky.
Yeah.
Tell me the background on the court.
So we're like an hour away from Cleveland.
Yeah.
This used to be the actual court that like LeBron and the Cavs practice on.
It's crazy.
When they made some renovations, like the court went up for an auction.
Yeah.
And they decided to acquire it and put it in their practice facility.
But again, we're setting ourselves up for like, I feel like success for the first year here with this sponsorship that you guys brought to the table with SPIRE, which is huge for us.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm glad we're able to have SPIRE. Honestly, hopefully more long term. Like,
yeah.
All the TBT regionals are like not that far from Cleveland, so.
Yeah, so this could become like a home essentially, right? Then you kind of go wherever.
Yeah. I want this to be our home for Brown Ballers because Toronto is also a 4-hour drive.
The fact that they drove 4 hours is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's so perfect.
That's reasonable.
So easy.
That's like LA traffic.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's easy.
That's exactly what that's like.
Literally going from Melrose to freaking whatever.
What are you like most excited about just for year 3 in general? Not doesn't have to be players, just in general. What are you excited about?
I just think for 2024 we have repetition and consistency, right? Like, there's so much to be said in sports where you have new players and new coaches that you're meeting for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, chemistry is not a given at all.
Never.
Especially for this where you just have one game to either win or lose.
Yeah,
like,
it's so tough.
Chemistry is probably the hardest to create in those environments which are so high stress and like, yo, I came all this way out, we're down 3-4 points, like I may not get in the game.
Right.
That's very different than a regular season.
Yeah.
Where you have your reps. Like, so I'm just glad that all of the hellos here for once, it's not me going up to a coach and a player or another player and a player and be like, hey, he played here, like you guys should be cool with each other. It's like everybody is. Organically.
It's already exactly happening by itself.
I don't know. Otherwise, that stuff is like, it takes up too much time away from the actual basketball. Like building a community. Now we have the community, now it's just basketball.
Made the big change of India Rising to Brown Ballers. That's like, I mean, it's your baby from the start, right? What does it like mean to you, changing the name?
I'd say that the biggest thing with changing the name to Brown Ballers is just reach and exposure. I think most of these guys are identified as Indian whenever they play basketball, whether it's in the States or overseas.
Yeah.
but we want to be able to set ourselves up in the future for being able to take players from the South Asia region in general.
Exactly. Yeah.
Players from Pakistan, players from Bangladesh, players from Nepal.
We did with Calvin, right?
Players from the
Kinda like
players
that.
from different diasporas, players from the Indo-Caribbean diaspora. Like
exactly.
the Desi diaspora is the world's largest diaspora, but it's not all Indian American or all Indo-Canadians.
Yeah.
We learned that really quickly. You're Indo-Canadian, I'm Indian American.
Yeah.
We learned very quickly that even from the player standpoint, like our starting lineup and stuff, like it's a healthy mix of both, and like I'm excited to see what doors this opens for us going forward.
I think so too. I think it's a big step for us forward. It's a platform.
Actually,
Again.
but this is the only thing I want to see. Gurjant and Amit
This
playing
is
one-on-one.
the one-on-one matchup.
This is Meta World Peace versus what's
Glenn
the
Big
good
Baby
call?
Davis.
Oh, it's just like two dudes who absolutely want to get after. Yes.
Yo, free throws. Shoot it up, bro. Shoot it up. He fouled you. Yo, run it back.
The play on.
Run it back. The guys are goofy, man.
These guys hate
We
each other.
got a great group. They're just going at each other's
Hey,
necks right now.
This is absolute. This is just get it out the system day one so that we can chill later on. Bang!
We're the full sports complex, world-class training facility in SPIRE, and now we've been kind of reinvesting in our academy, which is basically it's a international college preparatory boarding school that we've kind of really invested in about 3 or 4 years ago, and tried to ramp it up each year, year over year. So the first couple years, it was just kind of like a pop-up prep program where like the LaMelo and those guys, they just came here and played. The school was off campus, online school, and they lived in houses. So when I first started, we had men's basketball, track and field that was co-ed, and swimming that was co-ed, and now we're up to 11 different sports, including women's basketball, men's and women's soccer, lacrosse, wrestling, esports, and we just started women's volleyball as well. So, just trying to grow year over year. We talked about this earlier, like what our market is. So we kind of shifted towards a training and development market where, the main focus for all of our kids is college. How we can help place our kids in college when in years prior it was like, we want NBA players. So we kind of, shifted towards, we really want to be known for training and development, and trying to train and develop an NBA player, a Division I player. As you see, the five hardwood courts that go this way, and then there's 3 that go perpendicular to it. So, we do everything from major camps to different sports practicing, to being able to do some large-scale events. Like we've done an event with Adidas. We did a Puma event this past weekend, or not this past weekend, this past summer with their AAU circuit. We had the women's NCAA Final Four that was here, and so we did a bunch of events with them that brought a big tournament here as well. So, and then on this side is obviously it's a full outdoor professional soccer field indoors. So, just more training space,
Yeah.
as you guys can see, and then we'll keep walking.
So full football field now.
Yeah, so
Track
basically
and field.
everything surrounding this full football field. So we're in what's called field and courts.
It's funny because obviously from the front side you don't see all this. So you don't see all these
most
buildings,
people come back here. Yeah, I mean it's over. Indoor, there's over 700,000 square feet of training space.
That's insane.
And then it's on about 850 acres for us to keep
It's a
growing,
massive
growing
project,
and
man.
expanding.
Yeah.
This is our cafeteria. This is what we call fuel. And so all of our students, all of our campers, all of our athletes, they eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner in here. It's all in-house, so we have a director of food and beverage. Everything's made from scratch. And they work well with our nutritionists and our performance team on kind of what meals we're offering. So kids come in, they get assessed. Then it's like, hey, do you need to gain weight, lose weight? What kind of protein do you need?
Is this like an Olympic size? I don't know the difference, but.
Yeah, it's a full Olympic size swimming pool. Big, again, one of the things outside of the academy and camps is we do major events. So between swimming and track and field, you know, I think at one point we've done almost every Power 5 conference championships. We have partnerships with USA Track and Field, USA Swim. We did USA Wrestling, which was 16 mats. So we do a lot of major events. So we do Big East, Big Ten, NEC, MAC, MAAC. So during the winter time, they're doing college meets and high school showcases all winter long. So it's deemed one of the fastest pools in the world by the Murtha. It's a Murtha pool, which they make like all the pools for the Olympics and everything. So we have our full sports medicine partnership is Cleveland Clinic. Obviously, they're world known. So they run all of our sports medicine, all of our AT. This is kind of their little section. So they have on-site athletic trainer, we have on-site physical therapists, and then we have on-site sports doctor that comes in once a week to see all of our student athletes. So this is the Performance Institute. So one of our huge differentiators with our academy and camp program is this space. You know, our performance team, and when we say performance, we're talking about strength and conditioning, speed and agility, nutrition, rehab, and then physical therapy, and then the last piece is a mental skill. So we have a full-time sports psychologist that works with all of our student athletes.
That's a huge addition, I feel like.
Which is kind of a game changer for us. Yeah. And basically he meets with all the teams, the coaches, the athletes, where they're doing things like time management, how to perform under pressure, how to, you know, take care of your body, all those types of things. Go into this. So our student athletes come up here every day. They train 6 days a week up here, and it's a combination of intense recovery. So one of the biggest things that we do is we have a bunch of partnerships with technology companies. So all of our student athletes come through and they do a variety of assessments, whether that's sweat test, body weight test, your standard combine test. But then they do all their force plate testing and all that kind of stuff. And then that's how our performance team builds an individual workout. So me and you might be on the same team. We might be doing performance at the same time, but you're on a different path than I'm at based on how how your body's going to grow than my body. So it's a very individualized approach to performance. That you don't get in a lot of different places. It's a little bit of everything. So again, we have more reflex boards. We have the shoes, all the force plates were in here. Grip strength.
This looks crazy.
This is another force plate machine. This is the Oculus that works on core stability.
Wait, what? That's sweet.
I don't know how to use it, but when you guys get here tomorrow, you got to get some footage of somebody in this thing because it is intense. It's called the Oculus. So
Carmen, you go first. You'll be more prepared.
I don't know how to do it. It's a very expensive piece of equipment. But basically, it's a core stability in virtual reality. And so you're kind of on it and you're flying around and you're just working on
we gotta try that for
your
sure,
core stability, trying to get like a good core score. And then the quick boards. So a lot of NBA teams have these. So you put the iPad up here and you're on the quick board, and then it like spits out something to do and you got to do it real quick and then react to it. A lot of organizations, a lot of NBA organizations have quick boards, and then that's just a sweat test monitor system. So this is just another recharge space. It's actually kind of under construction. So again, just a bunch of different rehab, recovery technology. So the other room is more of the testing assessment, and then this is kind of rehab and recovery. So there's a bunch of therapies, red light therapy, that's a sauna blanket. This is a vibration plate, so a lot of rehab's done in it, whether you're doing different exercises and there's different vibrations that are going on for like stability work as you rehab through it. So this is the academy. So again, this seats about 300 student athletes. They're here throughout the day. All of our classes are on the outside. You know, we're one of the biggest differences is that we adapt and adjust really well. So we're as about untraditional as you can get when it comes to like a kid's daily schedule. So we try to emulate more like college. So I might have a morning class, then go to practice, then go back to class, then go to performance.
Yeah.
So the idea is the kids try to bounce in and out versus being a typical
day.
high school is 7 to 3 or 9 to 4.
Makes way more sense.
We try to break in and out. So just like college, I might have to wake up early for a lift and then go to class, and then I go hang out a little bit, then I go to practice. I might have an evening class. So again, just trying to simulate what they're gonna
see
get
later
to.
on in life. Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing, because in today's world of recruiting and being prepared for the college level, you have to try to have a differentiator coming into college. So what we tell you is that you better show up coming to us way more prepared as a freshman than the guy next to you, because they didn't experience all the same things you did, at that high school level.
You guys are really setting them up for success in a multitude of ways, which is great. Athletics, education, it's huge.
So this is the indoor track and field building. It's one of the biggest indoor track and field buildings in the United States.
Holy man.
It's a full 300-meter track and field building. The biggest event we host is Big Ten Indoor Championships. The big difference is, in order to host like USA track and field events or big college meets, you have to have enough wind down time to run like the sprints, the 60-meter sprints. So that's kind of the big difference. So it's a full 100-yard football field inside, except the end zones, the back of the end zones are cut off. There's a viewing area up top for like a banquet center and like loges, and then on the back side of that is our wrestling room. It's a really big wrestling room where we actually have men's and women's wrestling. Women's wrestling is pretty big now.
Oh wow. Okay.
So again, a lot of our sports are they're college pathway focused. So like esports, the games that we're in is because that's the biggest pathway to college in esports. Women's wrestling is another big one where there's a lot of opportunities for collegiate programs starting up women's wrestling programs.
What I'll say is this, we only got like 2.5 days, right? So taking the information that we give you, right? Some guys will be playing multiple positions. So if you have questions, make sure you're asking. But the most important thing is, as we go through everything, let's work really hard at developing our chemistry as a group and our flow as a group when we play on both ends of the floor. All right? We'll be doing stuff where we're breaking guys up, bringing everybody together. All right? Today's a lot of focus is going to be like our staples on offense and defense. All right, tomorrow we'll go a little bit more into like sets and situational stuff. You guys got it? Cool? All right, let's be loud, let's have good energy, and let's have some fun while we get to it. Kamara's gonna start you guys up with a dynamic. We'll break you up into 2 groups with some stations, and then we'll really get to it. You guys got it? All right, let's go.
Maroon, you got the cheer. So hard work, that's where it starts. Hard work on 3, 1, 2, 3, hard work.
All right, we just finished day 1 of training camp. You guys just saw how incredible SPIRE is as a facility. We're so lucky and blessed to have them this year on board with Brown Ballers as our official partner, as we head to play for $1 million in TBT this Friday, July 19th at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, stay tuned. We have a lot more videos coming, a lot more content for you guys to see behind the scenes as we go and compete for $1 million.